My understanding is that an alpha male is a male who leads other men. A beta male is a male who follows alpha males. And then a sigma male, according to the thought leaders of the movement, who I believe are 14 to 16 years old, is a male that is so alpha that he knows that it would be beta to lead other men, because their beta-ness would infect him. So the only way for him to stay sigma is to remove himself and become a man altogether separated from the normal order of men. Yes, he's outside of the hierarchy. Something like that. Now, there's others. I don't know gamma. I don't know omega. I don't know where I fit in. To be honest with you, I don't know. Bad research? Yeah, that alpha wolf scientist renounced all that stuff like later in life. But what does he know anyway? You know. Obviously, he's not a very good scientist if his findings were wrong, so why should we listen to him? Doesn't make any sense. Okay, a normal ghost does not exist. Poison ghost exists. This is ghastly. Yes. A ghost from Kalos. Can somebody tell me what Kalos is? Gen 6, X and Y. Okay, yeah. Oh, it's the introduction of Mega. Oh, okay, how about Mega Gengar? I can't help but feel you gave me a breadcrumb, knowing that I was going to follow it and be led straight into the witch's kitchen, to stick with the metaphor of Hansel and Gretel. Because he doesn't originate, sorry, Gengar, I don't know if Gengar is a him. Gengar, the Pokemon, doesn't originate from Kalos. It originates from Kanto. That makes more sense. Mega Gengar is Gen 1. Okay, understandable. A normal fighting type, boom, Mankey. That's crazy. Poison fighting, we go through this all the time. It's Croagunk, man, or Toxicroak. Yeah! Yes! Fighting Kalos, that's a tough one for me. Can I throw out a weird one for you? What about Galad? Worth a try. Kalos evolved by item. That's tough. Normal evolved by item. Easy. Normalion. Normal evolved by item. Normal evolved by item. Fighting normal. Poison evolved by item. Toxicion. Eon. Kecleon. Leafeon. Sylveon. Empoleon. Luminion. Inteleon. Genesect. You can't tell me that this doesn't evolve via an item. It's a robot. You got to put the expansion pack in it. Normal fighting. Ipom evolved. Ambipom. Really? In the world of Pokemon, what is more normal than a monkey? That's the most normal thing they got in those games, man. Normal ghost, I don't even know where to start. I don't think there's a ghost that's just like a guy or like a Victorian child or something with a creepy voice. Chandelure. Chandelure is from the Kalos generation. There we go. Probably Gen 6. All right, 2 for 9. This one didn't play well with my strengths, okay? Beware. Okay, I could have gotten Beware. Wigglytuff. God is my witness, I did not know that Wigglytuff was normal. I thought Wigglytuff was monotype fairy. Vileplume. Vileplume I feel like I should have gotten. That one's fair. Phantump. This is just my own ignorance of which generation Pokemon that aren't from Gen 1 are from. Well, That's all right. It's not real anyway. No disrespect. Let's move on to some real stuff. Every frame the painting. Now this is, they used to make movies like this, man. They used to make movies that look like this. This is Dead Ringer with Jeremy Irons. This is an old James Bond film. This is like You Only Live Twice. James Bond. maybe this is Das Boot. Probably not. Danger levels at 25. That's Sean Connery. You can't tell me this is not an old James Bond. Goldfinger. Dr. No. From Russia with... Okay, they got a few in here. Thunderball. No, okay. Wonderwall. Moonraker. Don't have. Okay, let's start me on Dr. No. Oh. Big blockbusters used to have a shot like this in literally 1961. How crazy is that, man? Best James Bond movie? I haven't seen them all. James Bond is like, it's simultaneously like the most overrated and least rated franchise of all time. I feel like there's people out there that like love James Bond, and there's people out there who think like they all suck. It blew my mind when Justin said the only one he's seen is GoldenEye and he hated it. I was like, GoldenEye is like, that's like a top 5 Bond movie that I've seen, man. Daniel Craig, Casino Royale, GoldenEye, Goldfinger. From Russia with Love is pretty good. I'm not a Skyfall girly like 100%, but it's good. Goldmember, of course. Plus some great songs, man. I mean, You Only Live Twice, the movie, is the one where they put Sean Connery in what some people might consider like a problematic makeup to blend in undercover in the nation of Japan. But the song, the Nancy Sinatra song, goes insane. And I know I mention the same two every single time. Nobody Does It Better. Is that Carly Simon? Nobody Does It Better from The Spy Who Loved Me. Maybe the greatest Bond song of all time. No disrespect to Adele. Before enlisting in the Army, Pat Tillman played for this NFC franchise, Arizona Cardinals. That's easy. Finally, a sports question that's actually about history. While pitching for a current-day AL West franchise, Nolan Ryan became the 4th MLB pitcher. So Oakland Athletics. No, really? I thought Nolan Ryan was like an athletics legend. Texas Rangers. Oh, Texas Rangers. That's not West enough. He played for Houston and Texas. Set to compete in 2024, this U.S. gymnast became the first Asian American woman to win individual all-around gold at the 2020 Olympics. I actually have no idea. I have no clue. Simone Biles. I was taking a bit of a leap on that one. But you never know, man. You never know. I don't know Simone Biles' parents. What U.S. state is home to the Nathan's Hot Dog Eating Contest? New York, bro. That is Alexandra Daddario and Barry Keffin. Oh! He's sort of an evil person. Yeah, exactly. How'd you get that? Because I've seen season 1 of True Detective and the Banshees of Inisherin, bro. That's what those people look like. What sandwich chain is currently offering 4th of July themed items like a firecracker wrap, firecracker chips, and confetti cookies? What's the one? Jersey Mike subs? I have no idea. Is it Subway? Really? Jimmy John's is what I should have gone with. Beginning in 2001, what actor played Jack Bauer? That would be Kiefer Sutherland. Will Smith, Jeff Goldblum, and Bill Pullman were in Independence Day. The first one. What 1984 Bruce Springsteen lyric song contains the lyrics, "And then a little hunt and a jam, put it in my hand"? Because ever tell you about how we were at the 2018 Olympics in Korea, and we saw the gold medal game where the American women's hockey team beat Canada in a shootout? I think it was a shootout, or maybe overtime. And they started playing Born in the USA, which I was just like, man, the memo is still not gotten all the way around the world yet, that is not like a song about American pride. Like that just, I thought by now like everybody knew that. This is kind of like, I know by the title, it sounds like Courtesy of the Red, White, and Blue by Toby Keith, but the song goes hard. There's no doubt about that. I've got to see the correct answers, please. Houston Astros, Suni Lee, and Jimmy John's. We were close. I was trying to watch the hot dog contest, but that shit is disgusting. I was like, I wouldn't say I was laughing, but Kate was telling me about how Kobayashi, the Joey Chestnut before Joey Chestnut, he had to retire because, he said he's permanently screwed up like his endocrine system, eating 100 hot dogs in a sitting for like 25 years straight or something like that. And I was like, yeah, man, like, I don't mean to be like victim blaming, but I'm like, that makes sense, man. Hey, Brian, thanks for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. I mean, like, you gotta imagine, like, at some point the human body's like, okay, this motherfucker's clearly gonna keep eating 100 hot dogs in 10 minutes. Like, we gotta, I don't know, secrete too many hormones, stop secreting all hormones altogether. I don't know how it works, but I mean, you got to accept it. Competitive eating must be a real sport because you can get like a debilitating lifetime injury by doing it. I think that's the rule. How many dogs do you think you could guzzle? I mean, I would just never go into like a hot dog eating contest because I think I would lose and probably also throw up. But it is amazing. I don't find it necessarily like morally bankrupt, even though it is easy to kind of cherry pick it as like everything wrong with the Western excess. But, they got the Blue Angels doing flyovers of like NFL games. It's probably like worse for society than the one hot dog eating contest, but still. If you had 2 hot dogs, can you just go into the hot dog contest and be like, I'll just have 2 with some mustard? Just enjoy myself a little bit? Maybe a spear of dill pickle? Okay. Let me think here. Data. Sparks. Liberty, Sparks, Revolution, and something else. These are WNBA teams. I don't know if that's right. Words associated with the WNBA? Lap, dinner, cookies, tinker, history, chemistry. You're thinking that maybe this is like science. Data, cash, cycle. Lap, revolution, cycle, turn. What is one complete circuit? Tinker. bar, sparks, dinner, 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 dinner bell, Tinkerbell, Liberty Bell, barbell. Thank you, Wolf Parade. Purple on number 2. I mean, data and cash seem related. And then like, chemistry, fireworks, sparks, attraction. What is like to feel the pull of someone else's magnetism. Romantic rapport, history, cache, data, cookies. Oh, web-related information stored in your browser. Yeah, dude. Purple on 2 is mighty rare in this house. I really thought that I was going to beat the allegations with the WNBA connection right off the bat, but they weren't ready. They weren't ready for it. Kind of problematic, New York Times, to be honest with you. Okay. Play without an account. Fireworks show exclamations. Holy crap. Italy's shape. Boot. Polynesian island nation. Nauru. Like a proverbial nest. Empty. President who wrote the memoir, A Promised Land. Obama. That extra little something. Sounds from an owl. Hoots. We're going to get it. Don't worry about it. Don't go. Stay. It is Samoa. That extra little something. Oomph. Oohs and ahs. Ah! Oohs and ahs. I get it. That was a trickier one today. I guess because like all the Americans, or many Americans at least, are off work. I also heard some U.S. Americans don't even have maps, such as South Africa and the Afghanistan. Remember that? Miss Teen South Carolina 2006 through 2007. I don't know. It's a long time ago is the important part. Badia Mojo marinade. 1 gallon of Badia Mojo marinade. You know who could have used this? That's right, Austin Powers in the second movie. I mean, a gallon is even more than they got out of him when he was frozen with that weird drill contraption. I have no idea. I'm assuming this is a gallon of olive oil, citrus juice, cilantro, and garlic. It's a processed food. It's gonna be a little bit more expensive. And a gallon is like 3 liters. I got to imagine this is minimum $19.99. Whoa, I gotta go somewhere. Wow, really? Whoa, $7.99? $3.99? What is this shit made of, dude? Sunny D? $4.99? That's outrageous. Is this like $1 a liter, man? It's cheaper than water. They're giving it away. It looks like dog shit? What are you talking? It's marinade, bro. You don't just like slurp it out of there. Some of the best foods look like shit, honestly. Literally, like feces. I don't mean like look bad. What do you expect? Like lots of delicious things mixed together. What do you expect it to look like? Except for a brown slurry. You ever do painting in like senior kindergarten? You mix two things together, you're like, oh, what an interesting color. What would happen if I added a third thing in here? Brown. It's just how it works, man. $20 is a crazy guess. It's 3 liters, man. It's 3 liters of marinade. Like, this is cheaper than 3 liters of any of its constituents. How do they do that? It's 4 liters. It's really not. It really is. Okay, water is cheaper from your tap. That's a given. But like, otherwise, this may be the cheapest thing I've ever seen in my entire life that's like fit for human consumption. $5 gallons of water cost me $2.50. We're really comparing Badia Mojo marinade to water, which we're actually getting more of every day, which is kind of crazy to think about because we're losing ice. It's possibly like the most abundant molecular resource on planet Earth that is fit for human consumption. They didn't just put a bucket into like Lake Superior and pull it out and sell it. You know this, right? This is insanity. Is nobody on my side here? There's actually people right now that are like, actually, like $1.25 a liter for this is pretty expensive. Where the fuck do you live? Are you a time traveler from the 17th century? This should blow your synapses wide open that you can get 4.5 liters of almost anything for $4.99 American. That's insanity, man. Milk's about this price? Yeah, thanks to the farmers' lobby in Congress for like 200 years. But I don't know if Badia's got that kind of pull in D.C., bro. Probably full of corn syrup? Of course it's fucking full of filler. It's the cheapest thing that's ever existed. I feel like I'm farmer refuted right now or something like that. Are you all crazy? This is the cheapest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Especially considering they make this shit at like a factory, load a bunch of them onto a truck, and then are burning gallons of gasoline to get it to these Costcos. Like, how is it possible that this company could be turning a profit, man? There's no way they sell this shit in California. That's all I'm saying. It's vinegar and orange juice concentrate. It's still amazing, man. I'm not going to get any. I'm just saying, like, you guys, your inner child has died, or maybe your inner adult hasn't been allowed to flourish yet. $5 for 4.5 liters of almost anything. I mean, that's a deal you can't pass up, man. I might just buy it just to have it on hand. That's outrageous to me. Just make your own marinade? No, because making a gallon of it would cost me more for the raw materials than it costs to purchase the finished product, man. I can't throw in my own vegetable oil for that shit. I'm going to be underwater. That's crazy. Mexico. This one's for you. Long way away. Liberia. Andorra. Even warmer still. Monaco. Even warmer still. Switzerland. Warmer still. Sardinia. Not a country. My mistake. Belgium. Belgium's cooler. I'm sorry, this one is not possible. Never mind. Tunisia. That's warmer. Close to Switzerland, Monaco, and Tunisia. Corsica. Yep, that's how that's spelled. That's not a country. San Marino! Oh. What? Slovenia. I'm pissed, man. Bosnia and Herzegovina. That's adjacent. Serbia. The mystery country is Serbia. Okay, that took an embarrassing number of guesses. Not so bad, but I really thought we were looking at something in like Western Europe. You chose micro countries? Yeah, because like the Globle's not weighted by geographical size, which is lucky for you because my ass will be repping Canada more days than July the 1st. Let's put it that way. As far as I know, it's just as likely to be, Vanuatu as it is to be Spain. Why not guess Italy? Because somebody, Mercator's in chat. Welcome back, Mercator. I didn't guess Italy because Switzerland is adjacent to Italy. But when I guessed Switzerland, it didn't say Switzerland's adjacent to the country. Also, the other, yes, put simply, it wasn't Italy, so there was really no reason to guess it at all. This is so doable, bro. It's the United Kingdom. Is it kind of fucked up that UK's having their election on July 4th? Like, you really can't let your kids have shit, huh? Couldn't have just made it July 3rd or something like that, or July 5th. I mean, there's lots of other days. They want to be us so bad. Oh, man. On a Thursday? Yeah, everyone knows elections take place on a Tuesday, man. Thursday? What are they thinking? Tuesday is the day that elections take place, because I always used to vote and then go home and make hard tacos. It's 1986. Warner Brothers has released a film starring Steve Guttenberg. It's called Police Squad. Police Academy. Run for Cover. Police Academy. 3, back in training. Yes. I knew it. 2, their first assignment, I don't think they'd say run for cover. It's in training, when you're learning, it makes sense that you would run for cover. Universal released a film starring Tom Hanks from 1986. It's a comedy romance. I'm glad I went for the genre on that one. It's called Splash. It's called Big. For everyone who's ever been deeply in love or deeply in debt. Also starring Shelley Long. After being evicted from their Manhattan apartment, a couple buy what looks like the home of their dreams, only to find themselves saddled with a bank account draining nightmare. Struggling to keep their relationship together as their rambling mansion falls to pieces around them, the two watch in hilarious horror as everything, including the kitchen sink, disappears into the house, disappears into the money pit. The money pit? Oh! I needed that like a mechanic needs a wife and family to come home to after weeks of getting his hands covered in grease. Thank you, contextual language clues. I must have heard of this movie, but I don't really remember it or anything about it. I thought I go Turner and Hooch, Big, Splash, Mazes and Monsters. I think I killed somebody. I know I killed somebody. Otherwise, I don't know much of Tom Hanks' like pre-90s work, to be honest. Paramount Pictures released a movie starring Michael Keaton. It's called Mr. Mom. Fuck. It's a comedy drama. When East meets West, the laughs shift into high gear. Oh, do they? When a Western Pennsylvania auto plant is acquired by a Japanese company, brokering auto worker Hunt Stevenson faces the tricky challenge of mediating the assimilation of two clashing corporate cultures. Yeah, I have no idea what this is. Gung ho. Honestly, it's kind of like a fictional version of American Factory. Maybe I gotta check that one out. Not one person here knew it. Paramount Pictures' Amy Steele. Guess who's going to be the life of the party? Fucking Weekend at Bernie's? I don't think so. That's got to have a dude as top billing. Horror mystery. Ken Olant. Can I just say, is this my boyfriend's back? Imagine. It's more of a comedy, I guess. As soon as Muffy St. John and her college friends arrive on her parents' secluded island, someone starts trimming the guest list. Not trimming the guest list. Although, Muffy St. John, one murder at a time. I have no idea. April Fool's Day. Makes perfect sense. Honestly, kind of an insane poster, too. I'm going to guess she does it, man. Paramount Pictures released a movie starring Molly Ringwald. 16 Candles. Pretty in pink. Here we go. 40th percentile? I'm fucking old. I had a bad performance, but beat the average just by almost being alive when this shit went down. I guess nobody else knew about the money pit. Worst weekend at the box office of all time. I mean, Police Academy 3 leading the charge is probably pretty bad. Oh, 40th is losing to average. Never mind. Yeah, but once you take out the 70% of people that are Googlers, like, I think we're in like the negative 30th percentile or something. I'm not above a little accusation. Has NL ever tried Juxtastat? It's one of the best dulls. Okay, you know what? I always love to add a new dull because I oftentimes rotate some out when they piss me off. Juxtastat. We'll do that one next, okay? Juxtastat. Beautiful Boy to Bad Boys Ride or Die. Steve Carell. Anchorman. Luke Wilson. Blue Streak. Martin Lawrence. Bad Boys Ride or Die. Steve Carell, Anchorman, Luke Wilson, Blue Streak, Martin Lawrence, Bad Boys Ride or Die. Time? $10 seconds? 10 seconds is pretty good, man. That's our second 10-second this week, too. Steve Carell, Anchorman 2, Will Smith. This is such an indictment of Anchorman 2 because I've seen it, but I don't remember Will Smith being in it because I'm sure they probably redid the newscaster melee, if I had to guess, 2/3 of the way through the movie, and I had already tuned out by then, is my expectation. They did. Kanye West is in it too. I watched it on an airplane too, which is crazy because I had like no other distractions. But I still said, nah, I'd rather just think about something else, I guess. Juxtastat. Juxtastat. Guess urban stats. The questions get harder as you go along. Oh, this is interesting. Which has a higher percentage of people who are Hispanic, Florida or Michigan? I got to go Florida. Which has a higher snowfall, population weighted? Connecticut or Oregon? Portland should not get too much snow. Very similar to Vancouver. I mean, it's southeast of Portland, but still. I have to assume Connecticut. Which has more people with a STEM degree as a percentage of the overall population? Kingston mentioned. I'm actually gonna, this might be crazy. I feel like I would just go a random assortment of New York versus Washington, D.C., which I would, maybe I'm being tricked, but I feel like this would skew more towards degrees related to working in politics. Wrong, bitch. Higher percentage of people who have individual income over 100,000. Chula Vista, California, just south of San Diego, or Gilbert Town, Arizona, close to Mesa. Rich people do love to move to Arizona, but I always think that they are retired and have some sort of like passive income that they don't declare on their taxes, which would complicate things. So I'm going to say Chula Vista City, maybe more hardworking, responsible reporting individuals. No. Which has a higher percentage change in population weighted density from 2010 to 2020? My expectation here is that Florida received a lot of population from 2010 onwards from the rest of the United States, but also probably started with a higher base of population. Whereas Benton County, Arkansas, I kind of feel like you could just skew the numbers here because it's population weighted by having like 3 families move. He's a genius. I'll live with it. 3 out of 5, I can live with that. I would add that. Yeah, absolutely. Juxtastat. How do I add this? Wait, where's the quiz? Juxtastat. There we go. Control D. Good find. Welcome to the Worldles. Oh yeah, gaming stuff. Gaming stuff. Five Nights at Freddy's. Metacritic score 75. Kind of reeks of being a PlayStation 2 era game. Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver 2. PC, PlayStation 1, N64. This looks to me like it's that fucking game, man. Skip me. I think I'm going to know it. Just skip me for a second. It's a post-apocalyptic FPS. Shadow Man? It's not Shadow Man. Press F6 to activate rear view. 1998. Are you Resident Evil 2? There's a very prominent train scene in Resident Evil 2. This is Descent. It's some kind of Descent, right? Forsaken. This is Forsaken? I saw this shit at like electronics boutique every time I went to the store. It has like a redheaded lady on the cover. In the middle of like a wasteland. You play as a spaceship? I thought you played as a lady or something. It looks goated? Yeah, goated at making me throw up. That might not mean it's a bad game necessarily, by the way. I'm just saying. That's my cross to bear. What am I looking at here? This is The Grinch. It's a game called The Grinch. I don't even know where to start, man. Maybe I do. Are you like Dungeon Master? Dungeon Keeper? Nope. What is this, man? Oh, Booger Man. A pick and flick adventure. Those aren't goblins. Those are boogers. That's Booger Man. I'm not watching this. Are you crazy? I'm not watching it, man. You know that that guy's about to fart. That's all I'm going to say. I'm pretty sure that this shit is Fortnite Save the World, man. Fortnite? Well, it kind of looks a little grittier than Fortnite. This looks like The Walking Dead season, the final season. I thought, like, that was for sure. This looks like Dying Light 2, Stay Human. This is XCOM 2? Or XCOM Chimera Squad? XCOM 2? It is XCOM 2. Great game. Wish I recognized it a little earlier. It's a weird photo, but I think that's good. You end up getting those new socks at Costco? Don't talk to me. I had to abandon my Costco trip last night because the parking lot was too full. I went through the whole rigmarole before we did the slash marker, but the parking lot was not just full so there were no spots. The parking lot was so full that I couldn't leave the parking lot. That's how much full it was. Like it could get none more full. Oh fuck, you're gonna make me cyber buy. How about XCOM Chimera Squad? It's on the tip of my tongue. Wow, that's a correct franchise in Saga? Okay, how about XCOM 2? How about XCOM Enemy Unknown? How about XCOM Enemy Within? Wow. I mean, that was lucky that we got the correct franchise in Saga, like, immediately. It's XCOM Day, I guess. Kind of, I see what they're going for. Today I'd like to go from Israel to Djibouti. Oh wait, I forgot, I don't play this one anymore because they refreshed the ads on me 10 times. I still gotta get UBO. I gotta get UBO for that. So instead, we go straight to Puckdoku. This is so doable. Avalanche Kings. An individual by the name of Jack Johnson make banana pancakes. San Jose Sharks goalie, Evgeny Nabokov. Los Angeles Kings goalie, Kelly Hrudey. Don't get to use Kelly Hrudey that much. Team USA goalie, you can go Ryan Miller on this. I'm just going to go Mike Richter. St. Louis, Team USA. Sorry to say it, Brett Hull. It's nice to fit him in. Colorado Avalanche, Team USA. Team USA called maybe a Gabriel Landeskog. He sounds Swedish. How about Jack Johnson? Jack Johnson's one for sure. Yeah, hang on. This one shouldn't throw me for a loop, but I think of those early Avalanche teams. You got Sakic, Foot. Hang on. Maybe Adam Deadmarsh is American. Oh, and a member of Kids in the Hall. I didn't know. A nice turtleneck, man. Now, 2 guesses remain. You should be doable, man. I feel like Zygmunt Palffy. No, Pavel Demitra played for both of you. Maybe Zygmunt Palffy as well. And then Avalanche Sharks. This feels to me like an Owen Nolan connection. Oh, man. Not bad. Not bad. Now, if I had to think, St. Louis and the Sharks. Got to give me a second for that one. There's got to be one. There's usually an easy one. All right, whatever. View stats. Pictureless Hoffman. Or Anderson, but I don't know who it is. Mike Hoffman? How many teams has Mike Hoffman played for, man? Oh, you're thinking of Matt Hoffman. No, Matt Hoffman's a cyclist. Wait, now I'm really confused, man. Dustin Hoffman? I don't think he played for either, but he's a noted method actor. So if he ever like has to play like Wayne Gretzky in the autobiographical movie of Wayne Gretzky, he'll probably have to learn how to be like the greatest hockey player of all time. Natalie Portman, Simon Pegg, Kevin Bacon. I mean, these are gimmies, man. Natalie Portman, 2-word title. Natalie Portman, double letter title. Lots of options there. 1990 to 2010. I'm a simple man. I'll probably throw out like a closer on that one. Thought that would be a little bit more rare. That's okay. Double letter. Annihilation is an easy one. Leon the Professional might surprise you. Heat doesn't have double letter, but it is worth mentioning. Directed by Michael Mann, who does have a double letter when you think about it. Let me think about this. Okay, we have lots of good options. This one's all about getting like a good percentage because there's lots to choose from. Now, Simon Pegg, 2-word title, obviously Hot Fuzz. I'm like, how to lose friends and alienate people. Really? No double letters in there? Am I crazy? Paul at World's End. Star Trek Into Darkness has a double letter. Probably more likely to be rare than Hot Fuzz. What's the second one called? Star Trek. That is the second one. 11%. I could live with it. I guess all the Mission Impossibles that he's a part of as well. 1990 to 2010. I got to go How to Lose Friends and Alienate People on that one. And then let's go with 2-word title, Simon Pegg. I hate to do it, man. I'm just going to hope a lot of people picked Hot Fuzz for the double letter. Yikes. That one stings. There's got to be a better one than that. 2-word title. Double letter title? I mean, you got Footloose, you got Hollow Man. 1990 to 2010. I'm a simple kind of guy. I'd probably go like Mystic River for something like that. And I would say, I would rather run... Most people are going to put Footloose here. Ah, fuck. I could have used Mystic River here. Most people are going to use Footloose here. So if we could run Hollow Man there, but then you need a 2-word Kevin Bacon movie, man. He's in some shit, but I can't think of it. He's in Footloose. The fuck has Kevin Bacon done, man? This is so embarrassing. Why can I only think of Hollow Man and like X-Men First Class? This one's gonna sting. Ooh. Tremors! It doesn't fit either of them, but I could have at least remembered it. Tremors. I was like picturing like dirty blonde Kevin Bacon. Apollo 13! Apollo 13! A Few Good Men! He's in everything, dude. You said First Class? Hey, does this look like 2 words to you? Motherfucker? Open the schools. They just closed them. It's the first week of July. That was a mistake. Okay, we're not going to double down on our mistakes. Oh, that was for double letter. Okay, I'm too old to go back to school. You need to leave because I'm ashamed. Okay? That one hurts. 2-word title. Obviously, you could go Garden State. Obviously, you could go double letter title. Star Wars Episode 2: Attack of the Clones. Oh, I thought I was so sneaky, man. No, just get me out of here. Get me out. I don't want to see it, man. Oh, top 19%. Fuck you. Fuck you. We blew it. Of course, I forgot Kevin Bacon's in Beauty Shop and Whitewater Summer. You had Mars Attacks right there. I don't respect Tim Burton. That's the first thing you got to know about a guy like me. Select all images with a fire hydrant. You really need to verify I'm not a robot every time I go to the website. Don't we have like session data or something? Like this is so like web 0.75. It's crazy, man.
Hooves. A noun meaning a hotel. A noun meaning an
I can't hear hooves without thinking about Office Space. Their children would have hooves.
badger. A noun.
Mushroom.
Chaotic. A adjective meaning dew. A noun meaning moisture condensed upon the surfaces of cool
Dew.
bodies, especially at night. This word originates from Old English daw and transitioned into Middle English. Dew.
Dew.
Detritus.
Yes. Yes. Anoint detritus. These are my words, man.
Stroganoff.
Yes.
Adjective meaning sliced thin.
Yes, man.
Element. A noun meaning
Come on.
engineer. A noun meaning
Come on. Give me some hard words.
varsity.
No,
A noun meaning
no. Next.
prana. A noun meaning a life breath or vital principle in Vedic and later Hindu.
Fuck! That's not prana? I only know them for the nut mixes they make and sell at Whole Foods for like $12 an ounce. No H.
Paladin. A noun meaning icosahedron. A noun meaning a polyhedron having 20 faces.
Easy.
Diktat. A noun meaning a harsh settlement unilaterally imposed.
Nope. The hell is a diktat?
Bonspiel.
Yeah,
meaning a
curling
match-
tournament, man. I feel like a diktat is like something you get at a bachelorette party. Diktat, okay. That was a great spell check. Very Canadian, man. Bonspiel? Of course, I know all about the Bonspiel. Never been to one. Never been invited. Would go to one for sure. This is a frittata. Although number one ingredient, zucchini, eggs, flour, cheese, onion, bacon, optional. This is a frittata from the nation of France, I think. Ice cold. From the nation of Russia? Ice cold. Its name is zucchini slice. Is Australia, I guess? It's so English named. Yep, okay, zucchini slice. I mean, I feel a little upset. This shit is a fucking frittata. It's a crustless quiche. Can we just merge this? We have enough divisions between us, okay? Zucchini slice is such a funny name, though. This is a bubble waffle from Taiwan. It's a bubble waffle from China? Borders. So bubble waffle from, egg waffle from Malaysia? Borders to the south, east? This shit is from North Korea? Where are you from? From Hong Kong. Okay, that's a tricky one. Macau as well? Bro, they got this shit at every bubble tea shop in Vancouver. You're telling me this is not Taiwan? Bubble tea is from Taiwan, but the bubble waffle is from Hong Kong? Come on. Even Kate's backing me up. I appreciate that. I thought it was Taiwan too. I honestly think that ChatGPT might have messed this one up. I feel like the egg waffle may also come from Taiwan. I just want it added here. I want it considered to be added here at least. This is hot and sour soup from Thailand. Cool. This is something from Indonesia. Pindang. There you go. Easy enough. A traditional Indonesian dish that originated in the Palembang region. What is galangal? It's like a chutney, like a spice paste. It's literally called Hong Kong bubble waffle near me. Yeah, but you live in Ohio. So honestly, who asked? You know, I've been to lots of places in the world that are like, hey, it's a sushi restaurant, but we also serve General Tso's chicken. That doesn't mean that that shit is Japanese, okay? It just means that they're an enterprising restaurateur who understands that, you know, in this particular zip code, given the demographics that they have, they probably can't afford to open, you know, a restaurant that's like, hey, this is Nepalese cuisine. We got to kind of merge them all under one big tent so that, you know, when mom wants sushi, dad can also get something that's cooked because he just, on principle, he refuses to pay restaurant prices for something that didn't actually touch heat because he's like, what am I paying you for? You didn't even cook it. We don't negotiate with terrorists here. He does like the dish when it has touched a frying pan. Is this insane? Is there a chance that this is Austin Powers in Goldmember, or am I suffering mental illness? No, that's Helen Mirren. Okay. It's probably Red too. Steve Buscemi, Helen Mirren. And two guys I don't think I've ever seen before in my life. One of whom pre-gamed the red carpet, which is fine. You know, what else? What else do you want? Maybe you're like, what could you be? What could you be that I'm not thinking of? Maybe you're like Con Air. I don't know. John Goodman. Okay. Steve Buscemi. Helen Mirren, though. So it's like, I'd be loath to mention The Big Lebowski. I'd be loath to not mention The Big Lebowski. Is it possible that this is like Barton Fink or something? Billy Crystal. John Goodman. Oh, no. Not Billy Crystal, man. Not Billy Crystal. I can picture it. It's like a baseball movie, right? She's out of my league, major league, not a league of their own. He's always got a baseball cap on. I'm not crazy, by the way, because I'm realizing now, isn't Peter Sohn the guy who played Random Task in Austin Powers 1? It was a Goldmember, but somebody look this up. Peter Sohn, Austin Powers 1, okay? Please check that. No, it wasn't. No, that guy's in jail? Yeah, they obviously took his picture when he was free, okay? Different guy. That's Joe's son. Motherfucker. Close. Is he his son? Is he son's son? I don't know this. Mike Sullivan. Oh my God, it's Monsters Incorporated. It's Monsters Inc., man. Or I guess it's Monsters University, because she's Dean Hardscrabble. It's kind of psychotic that they have Monsters University, but not Monsters Inc., but... Oh, Joe Sun is the UFC guy who got punched in the balls over and over. Yeah. Steve Buscemi is Randy? Well, he loses the E and turns into Rankedle, I suppose, as time goes on. The important part is it wasn't the death of Stalin, okay? Hi, Tomo. Bill Pullman, Will Smith, Roland Emmerich. Okay, lots of people had the same theming for today, which makes sense. Will Smith, 1990 to 1999. I mean, when I think of Will Smith at his peak, I'm thinking of The Legend of Bagger Vance. Without a doubt. You don't need to do... Judge? That's not 2000s, bro. That's not 2000. Can somebody do an IMDb check on the year? November 3rd, 2000? While you were sleeping. Fuck that. You're cut. You're no Juxtastat. You couldn't even carry Juxtastat's lunch, to be honest. Gina Rodriguez accidentally got pregnant at the beginning of Jane the Virgin, set in what U.S. city? San Antonio, Texas. Horatio and crew solved a mysterious Everglades plane crash on the pilot episode of CSI. What? CSI Miami, okay. There's a B-29 superfortress submerged in what lake that's America's biggest reservoir? I don't know. Lake Mead? Makes perfect sense. I played Fallout. The dishes called Flying Jacob and Johnny Marzetti are usually served in what French-named pan? Le Creuset. The dishes called funeral potatoes and baked ziti are traditionally served in the rectangular version of what dish? Tuna and green casserole. Casserole. Yes, hi Tomo, hello. The vastus lateralis and vastus medialis are two of the components of what muscle group? I don't know how I could be expected to know this. You know what? The gluteus maximus. Vastus intermedius and rectus femoris are the other two components of what muscle group? The glutes. Most of your femur is wrapped... Oh, your quadriceps. Your quadriceps, of course. In 2002, the super tasteful Emir of Qatar paid nearly $10 million for a crystalline Fabergé egg with what chili name? Snowball. Spoiler alert, Perdita finds out she's the princess of Sicily at the end of Shakespeare's play, The What's Tale? The Winter's Tale. Lucky guess. Chile Relleno. That was okay. 9 points. It's probably our lowest score ever, but I just got to that part. Dude, I'm catching heat on Twitter. Someone said he's speaking the truth, but why is he always going around spoiling the Hunger Games? I didn't know that there were people who were unfamiliar with the Hunger Games. Because I assumed if you're my age, you were exposed to the films, probably. And if you're younger than me, it's probably your favorite book. I thought it was unspoilable. If you're old enough to be watching these streams, I figured you were familiar, like, almost with the same amount of familiarity that you would be with, like, biblical stories of, like, Noah's Ark, with how the Hunger Games went down. I was just being sincere. I didn't know that there were still people that were working their way through that 91-page book, okay? It takes time, I get it, especially if it's the first novel you've ever read. Okay, he's laying it on a little too thick. It's good. The first movie is good and the second movie's better. And the third and the fourth movie, we don't need to talk about, okay? From Yeet to Claro. Yeah, we won't be doing... I'm honestly, no disrespect, Relatable. I have deleted you from the Worldle folder. That's 2 days in a row where I don't know the originating artist or the terminating artist. So I just can't play the game. I just can't do it. There's no way for me to do it. It's like you're asking me to get from like 2 alien planets to another one. Like, what can I do, man? Try Faces. It's from the Framed team. Okay? Faces from Framed. Framed Faces? Montreal Permanent Makeup? Framed Faces? I'm on a cosmetics website. Could you be more specific, please? Nope. Okay, we will not be doing that then. How about Disorderly? Okay, I like this one because this one actually makes me look stupid. Sort these famous documents of history from newest to oldest. Okay. Treaty of Versailles is 1918. That's pretty new. The Emancipation Proclamation, I gotta feel like that's like 1865. Magna Carta is like somewhere between the 1300s and the 1500s. I'm not from Europe. I'm not from Europe. Somewhere in there. Vitruvian Man is from Renaissance era Italy, and I always forget the Marshall Plan. It's part of American history. I have to feel like it's post-Emancipation Proclamation, though. Oh, okay. 1948, that's after World War II. Okay, pretty good. Pretty good in the whole scheme of things, even though I was 100 years off on my 300-year range for the Magna Carta. Faces WTF. Okay, faces.wtf. Guess the 2 actors in this image. Okay. The 2 actors in this image. One of them is Javier Bardem. The other one is Jermaine Clement. Okay, hang on. The other one is Hugh Laurie. Born 1956, currently 66 years old. Hugh Grant. Doesn't exist. Doesn't exist, man. That's Hugh Grant. I don't know what to tell you. That's Hugh Grant. Skip. Known for Django. Okay, it's Christoph Waltz. You got it. It's the easiest game I've ever seen in my life. There's a part of me that is kind of marveling at how I knew that this was Javier Bardem. Because I'm looking at it and I'm like, it doesn't look like Javier Bardem. It just carries the essence of Javier Bardem. See, everyone's saying it's the hair, it's the nose, it's the mouth, but like, this is Christoph Waltz right there. And then like, right here, I don't know. I could just see it in his soul, man. I could just see it in his soul. Does look like Troy Aikman. All right, that's good. Yeah, I'll Control D that one. Welcome to the favorites. And then /marker, we're going to go to the bathroom. We're going to come back and play some.